For 75 years, Holt service trucks have hit the streets of central Iowa to help customers in need. It might be for plumbing, heating, cooling, a water heater, or the usual repairs and maintenance. We've done that with quality work from quality employees who bring passion and personality to the job. That's the Holt difference. It gives me great pride to see how our company has grown from the seeds of success my grandfather planted in 1947. That's why more and more central Iowans are saying, let Holt handle that.
Mornings. They can be hectic.
Let's go!
So can your car, so to get a free pickup, drop-off, or delivery, head over to Honest Wrenches. And their loaner vehicles?
No extra charge.
Find your peace of mind with even more wonderful services.
Every vehicle that comes in gets a full visual inspection and a 5-year, 50,000-mile warranty. No extra charge.
Head on over to Honest Wrenches. No extra charge, and it's how service should be.
We all love a good win, however small or ordinary. Losing track of time, finding yourself with a few extra dollars in your pocket, soaking up the perfect Iowa day. These are the everyday delights and small victories that make us smile. These are the moments that connect us all as Iowans. And these are the moments that, more often than not, start with Iowa's farm families and the corn they're growing. Because when corn grows Iowa, Iowans win.
Our spring sales event is going on now at DeArmond Automotive Knoxville. All new 2022s will be sold this month. Up to $5,000 off new 2022 Challenger 392 Scat Packs. Up to $15,000 off new 2022 Ram 1500 Badlanders. Save big now on all remaining new 2022s. All new Chevy, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram on sale now at DeArmond Automotive Knoxville. DeArmondAuto.com.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Dowling Catholic High School Stadium here in West Des Moines, Iowa for tonight's high school boys soccer matchup. on CISN TV. It's the 4th-ranked Dowling Catholic Maroons taking on the 5-4 Southeast Polk Rams. Hello, everyone. Blake Walker along with you here this evening. It's a little bit of a chilly night here in West Des Moines. Temperatures just sitting around the low 50s, going to get into the lower 40s probably by the time we end tonight. Early season soccer here in the CIML. Dowling 6-1, 4th in the latest polls on Sunday. Southeast Polk 5-4. Winners of 2 out of their last 5. Dowling Catholic has won 4 out of their last 5 with wins over Roosevelt, Ankeny, Prairie, and Ames. A loss to Johnston. Southeast Polk has wins over Knoxville and Urbandale with losses to Ankeny, Waukee Northwest, and Waukee. And since 2011, Dowling Catholic leads the series 9-2 with a 3-0 victory last year over the Rams. Southeast Polk a 1-0 victory in 2021 and a 1-0 victory in 2014. You get to see the number 1 scorer tonight in Class 4A, Jonathan Mendez, the sophomore, 12 goals this season. That leads Class 4A. He's just a sophomore, and he's shooting at a phenomenal 32% shot percentage. That's 5th best in Class 4A. He is a treat to watch. This Dowling team is pretty young for what you consider. A lot of juniors. They are led, though, by Jonathan Mendez, the sophomore, and their senior goalie, Diego Mares. 22 saves on the season for a 64.7% save percentage. Jude Skinner on the other side, the leading goal getter for Southeast Polk. 4 goals this season, pretty much scattered across the board. Southeast Polk's goal scoring. We'll talk about more of their players and their goals this evening. It's up an uphill battle for the Rams, but we've seen a lot happen in the first couple of weeks of the season. It's game number 8 on the year for the Maroons. It is the 10th game on the season for the Rams. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back for our opening go of Dowling Catholic hosting Southeast Polk on the pitch on the Central Iowa Sports Network.
Love a good win, however small or ordinary. Losing track of time, finding yourself with a few extra dollars in your pocket, soaking up the perfect Iowa day. These are the everyday delights and small victories that make us smile. These are the moments that connect us all as Iowans. And these are the moments that, more often than not, start with Iowa's farm families and the corn they're growing. Because when corn grows Iowa, Iowans win.
Ever have one of those awkward moments when a business disappointed you? You got ripped off? Didn't get what you expected? The Better Business Bureau can help you avoid these uncomfortable situations. BBB accredited businesses are honest, ethical, and reviewed annually by the BBB. Don't experience another awkward moment with a bad business. Trust the ones that operate with integrity. Look for the BBB seal. It's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
Hi, this is Chris from Fireplace Superstore, and you've probably noticed there's shortages on most everything in the market today. Well, Heat and Glow has helped us out this year, and they are focusing their energy on their gas fireplace inserts. So if you've got a drafty old wood-burning fireplace and you want to get it retrofitted into a beautiful, high-efficient gas fireplace, come see us. We will have product to sell you.
Heat and Glow gas fireplace insert from Fireplace Superstore, 109th and Douglas in Urbandale, just west of Homeacres.
Welcome back to the Central Iowa Sports Network. We are back here, Dowling Catholic and Southeast Polk. We're going to send it down to our PA announcer for our starting lineups.
Number 4, Hunter Petchapah. Number 6, Caden Platt. Number 7, Sam Wilson. Number 10, Ethan Van Cleve. Number 11, Josh Wilson. Number 15, Jacob Luna. Number 20, Ethan Kiomala. And number 24, Logan Gibson. Before we announce the Dowling coaches and starters, we'd also like to welcome our future Maroon soccer players to the pitch tonight. These young boys and girls will be playing soccer for our program someday. They will be accompanying our starters tonight. A big welcome to them. The Maroons are record 7 wins, 1 loss. Head coach Jackson Peeling, assistant coaches Derek Krall, Wesley Erickson, and John Wynn. Trainer Sarah Machad. The starters for the Maroons. Goalkeeper 0, Diego Maras. Number 4, Henry Abarca. Number 7, Ian Gradell. Number 20, Fabio Leone. Number 9, Enrico Sartori Fernandez. Number 8, Andrew Schumacher. Number 3, Owen Smurridge. Number 15, John Polk. Number 22, Jonathan Mendez. Number 12, Bayani Neri. And number 5, Joshua Roman Castro. Will you please rise for our pregame prayer, followed by the playing of our national
We're going to take a break. We'll be back. You're watching the Central Iowa Sports Network.
In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy
Setting sales records at the all-new DeArmond Ford Indianola. Many new Fords in stock and arriving daily. The hard-to-find Bronco and Bronco Sports are in stock and have up to $500 accessory bonus cash. The best-selling truck in America, the F-150, get 3.9% APR for 60 months, plus $1,000 bonus cash, plus $1,000 accessory bonus cash. All this is happening now at DeArmond Ford Indianola. DeArmondFord.com, family-owned, family values.
I'm off to college. Oh, rats!
Hi, Joe the Car Guy with a reminder. Before you send your kids off to school, set up an appointment with Westside Auto. We check everything from tires to belts, fluids, hoses, wipers, and lights. 44 inspection points to help prevent that oh rats moment for your students. Call us today to set up your appointment. We'll have your kids off to school saying,
For the best, head west.
Westside Auto.
We all love a good win, however small or ordinary. Losing track of time, finding yourself with a few extra dollars in your pocket, soaking up the perfect Iowa day. These are the everyday delights and small victories that make us smile. These are the moments that connect us all as Iowans. And these are the moments that, more often than not, start with Iowa's farm families and the corn they're growing. Because when corn grows Iowa, Iowans win.
Ever have one of those awkward moments when a business disappointed you? You got ripped off? Didn't get what you expected? The Better Business Bureau can help you avoid these uncomfortable situations. BBB accredited businesses are honest, ethical, and reviewed annually by the BBB. Don't experience another awkward moment with a bad business. Trust the ones that operate with integrity. Look for the BBB seal. It's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
Welcome back to the Central Iowa Sports Network. Blake Walker with you here this evening. Dowling Catholic and Southeast Polk on the pitch tonight for your soccer of the evening on this Tuesday night. A cooler Tuesday night here at the Dowling Catholic High School sports facility. You can see both teams fist bumping each other. All the kids coming off the field. These are future soccer players growing up here in the Dowling Catholic school system. I expect to see a lot of these kids on the pitch later in their lives playing for the Maroons. Really cool. All the starters came out this evening with their kids. Here's what's on tap tonight. Dowling Catholic, the fourth-ranked team in Class 4A in the latest rankings that came out on Sunday. Dowling 6-1 on the season. Southeast Polk is 5-4. Rams have lost 3 out of their last 5. Dowling has won 4 out of their last 5. Their only loss coming to Johnston, who is also a top 5 rated team. Rankings that came out, Johnston is second in Class 4A. Cedar Rapids Kennedy number 1, Northwest number 3, Dowling number 4, Valley number 5. Des Moines East is 6th, Cedar Rapids Prairie 7th, Ames is 8th, Centennial 9th, and Linn-Mar is 10th. So the Rams looking for an upset tonight. Again, all across the board in terms of scoring, Dowling Catholic led by the the leading goal getter in Class 4A in Jonathan Mendez. And we are off and running here at Dowling Catholic. The The Maroons are in maroon, all maroon shirts and shorts. Southeast Polk is in white tops and black shorts. As 40 minutes are put on the clock, and we are off and running as this one's out of bounds, and it will go right back to Dowling Catholic. The Maroons this season, 22 goals scored. Overall, Southeast Polk 16 goals scored. So pretty even. To put that in perspective, Jonathan Mendez for Dowling, 12 goals scored this season. That's just 4 short of how many Southeast Polk has scored all season. Maroons coming off a 2-0 victory against Des Moines Roosevelt. Southeast Polk actually coming off a win against Urbandale, 3-2. The Maroons working around on this backside with the defenders. Owen Spearage back in there. That was Neri with it for a second. They'll try to go to the middle. It's taken away by Gavin Holmes. And we got a whistle. And a free kick will be coming, or just a drop right there, will be going Dowling's way. Long pass, quick header. The Maroons not wasting any time here, starting with this one. The Rams able to corral it. And back the other way, that's Jude Skinner, number 2. He had it. 4 goals on the season for Jude, one of the team captains for Southeast Polk. Spearage goes back to the far side, recovered by Leon. Leon will work his way upfield. They'll go back over to the far side. Dowling feeling things out here. Ian Gradell on this back line, along with John Foth in the defending position. Not a ton of urgency for both teams so far. Dowling has held possession most of the way here, about 2.5 minutes in. Harry Abarca on that far side. Now he has it for Dowling. He'll work his way up the far sideline. Rams have really yet to get this thing across the 50 as you're looking at it from the football field line. That time they get to the middle of the field, and Samuel Wilson is there. He'll get it upfield to his teammate. Long kick upfield by Ethan Kiamala. They'll kick this one right back to the goalie and back the other way. Diego Morris will send it. Dowling won last year's matchup between these two teams, a 3-0 score. Southeast Polk won it in 2021, 1-0, and then you have to go all the way back to 2014 before Southeast Polk won again. Dowling leads the series 9-2 in its last 11 matches. So the Maroons have been pretty dominant. And a very young team, not a lot of seniors on this Dowling Catholic squad. Most of their starting lineup is almost all juniors and sophomores. So they will return a lot. One of the lone seniors, Diego Morris, the goalie, who you just saw there with Teal in the back of the net. Sometimes it's good to have a senior as your goalie, knows what he's been doing, has been there a while. Here comes Southeast Polk with a chance, and a high shot misses, shot on goal. Will not work. I believe that was either Jude Skinner or Gavin Holmes.
Number 3 with the shot over the goal.
I think it was Gavin Holmes, takes a shot on goal here. Just airmails it, a little too far off the top. And for not having the ball on this side, possession-wise, very often, the Rams got a pretty good look there. To no avail. And Dowling brings it back the other way. Quick pass upfield, back the other way. Bayani Neri was the intended man going upfield. Now the Rams will throw back in. Good throw in, back to the center. Josh Wilson, number 11 for Southeast Polk, another captain for the Rams. Now Dowling with the chance to go. Here's Jonathan Mendez. Like I said earlier, leads Class 4A in goals with 12 on the season. Back and forth they go. Mendez up front. He's going to go to the corner and not quite out. Mendez didn't see the ball right go behind him, and that will lead to a goal kick out by Southeast Polk. So the Rams send this one out from the goal. Dowling with a quick header, and the Rams will try to come back the other way. Rams with 1 shot on goal to Dowling's 0. Back the other way. And out of bounds. Joshua Roman Castro throws in for the Maroons. That one's going to go wide and out of bounds. Update from Urbandale. Jayhawks on top of Waukee 1-0 in boys soccer. More CIML action going on across the Metro. Ian Grudell, far side, gets it over to Andrew Schumacher. One thing about Dowling, they'll stay patient back here. Not going to go too hard. Try to keep things in front of them. Don't want to get too overzealous and give something easy going back the other way. And the ball has been mostly on this left side of the field. When the Rams have gotten it on Dowling's side, they did score, or did try to score, with a shot on goal. Closing in on 7 minutes in here in the first half. Number 4, Dowling, taking on Southeast Polk. The Rams 5-4 on the year. Dowling is 6-1. And here comes Jude Skinner. Skinner going back and forth. Shot on goal. Knocked away. Beautiful play by Diego Mares.
Goal by number 12, Jude Skinner. Great save by Diego Mares. Mares with a great save on the shot.
Take a look at the replay. Skinner goes back and forth with his teammate Holmes. Just barely gets out of it. And nice job by Diego to knock it out. Diego, his 23rd save on the season. Corner kick, knocked around. Skinner tries to turn it. A lot of traffic within. Southeast Polk thought it hit a hand. And Dowling gets away with one. And back the other way come the Maroons. Jonathan Mendez can't quite hang on to it. Contact between a couple players in the center of the field trying to work their way up. That one kicked out of bounds. And it will be Southeast Polk ball. Closing in on 9 minutes in. So the Rams have gotten 2 shots on goal so far. Good shots on goal. The Maroons have not gotten anything going here. This one goes to the far side. Will be knocked out of bounds by Ethan Kiyomala. Grudell works his way to the center. Mendez upfield. And just behind, not in the favor of Santori Fernandez. Lost track of it. Good setup, though, by Mendez. Maroons will throw out here. On to the center. Skinner gets it knocked. Oh, I thought it went out. Stayed inbound. Skinner works his way to the center, and we got a stoppage. A trip will give Southeast Polk the ball, and everybody will back up. A free kick here for the Rams. One thing, you talk about the cruciality of yellow cards, red cards. 5 yellow cards this season for Dowling Catholic, 0 for Southeast Polk. The Rams have kept it clean most of the way. They'll throw in on the far sideline here. Good header. Grudell back to the center. Mendez upfield to a trailing Schumacher. Schumacher going to use his speed to get around the corner. Tries to center it and not going to get there. That might have bounced off the bar on the side, but nonetheless will not work. And let's see how I think they're going to go corner kick here. And indeed they will. So a corner kick opportunity. It'll be Henry Abarca to try for the corner kick.
Corner kick, Henry Abarca for the Maroons.
Jonathan Mendez, watch him, number 22. Here he comes on the side. They go over the top. That one's headed out. Nice job. I believe that was Jacob Luna maybe back in there. And it'll be out. And Dowling wants to go quick. That one tried to be centered by Foth. Mendez backs up and wants to go. Doesn't want to wait around for the defenders. He'll go to the center. Picked up quickly by Castro. Far side to Neri. Neri going to work his way around the end, and that one's knocked out of bounds. Really nice job by Ethan Kiamala. And I believe another corner kick is on the way. Can't quite tell who it is. I think might be Mendez, but I'm not entirely sure. Mendez has it here, gets run into, and we're going to have a stoppage. And we might be getting a free kick here for Dowling. And yes, it is. So a free kick is on the way here for the Maroons in a great spot. The Rams line up Holmes, Wilson, both Wilson brothers, and then Hunter Conthapon, I believe, is also lined up as well. Mendez trying to direct traffic, trying to get them where they want to go here. Big opportunity for the Maroons. Mendez on the way, and he hooks it to the left. Opportunity falls short for the Maroons, and Southeast Polk will bring it back the other way with a goal kick right here. Can't be for certain. I'll check more in a second, but I believe Samer Arafa, the freshman, is in the goal for Southeast Polk. 36 saves on the season. That's an 87.8 save percentage with 5 goals against, so he can stop the ball if needed. Mendez gets to the middle, shot on goal, right into the lap of the goalie. And it is, in fact, Samer Arafa. And Arafa, that one just drops right into his lap. Mendez got a good look, but it had no turn on it. And the freshman, Arafa, makes a great save. Dowling will try to recover back the other way. 26:47 to go here in the first period. Out of bounds. It should remain Dowling ball. When I get a break, I'm going to grab my binoculars, make it easier so I can see that far sideline. Southeast Polk will get the ball back. Both teams pretty even so far. They're going to get the penalty on Mendez, and it looks like the Rams will get a free kick here. Mendez, a little check down in the leg. He'll get up and hobble off. Shout out Randy for grabbing my binoculars from my bag. Much appreciated. Might be easier as the lights go on, but want to be able to see what we're looking at. Back the other way, far up ahead. One-on-one opportunity. Sartori Fernandez with the chance. Mendez gets his leg in there. Conthapon got it up. They'll go back to the other side. Possible shot on goal attempt coming. Center shot on goal misses just off for Henry Abarca. And the Rams catch a big break. And we do have a player down down by the goal. I cannot quite tell who it is. It actually looks like Hunter Conthapon is down on the goal or by the goal. And if I had to guess, I think he took a shin shot.
Conthapon, the injured Ram.
So we'll hope he's okay there. we'll wait and see how everything looks. He's holding his shin. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back to get you more updates. You're watching the Central Iowa Sports Network.
1,300 vehicles on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. If we don't have it, you can build it. Newly expanded service department means we're hiring. See the openings on WaukeeChevy.com. Schottenkirk Chevy Waukee. WaukeeChevy.com.
Ever have one of those awkward moments when a business disappointed you? You got ripped off? Didn't get what you expected? The Better Business Bureau can help you avoid these uncomfortable situations. BBB accredited businesses are honest, ethical, and reviewed annually by the BBB. Don't experience another awkward moment with a bad business. Trust the ones that operate with integrity. Look for the BBB seal. It's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
Welcome back to the Central Iowa Sports Network. Hunter Conthapon being helped off the field here. I think he took a tough kick to the shin, if I had to guess. And hoping that he is going to end up all right. So he'll be tended to on the bench. Dowling will throw in here. Still 0-0, 25-12 remaining here in the first. Both teams, couple good shot on goal attempts. If I had to grade them, I say Dowling has had a couple better chances, but the Rams great as well with Gavin Holmes and Jude Skinner on the front line. Rams get a chance here. Speaking of Skinner, here he comes. Holmes right there with him. Back and forth they go. And quickly turned right back upfield by John Foth. Logan Gibson got it all the way upfield. Dowling will take it out of bounds. Foth centers it over to Gradell. I was talking about no seniors on this team, and I mean no seniors. There is one senior on this entire Dowling Catholic roster, and that is the goalie, Diego Mares. Here come the Maroons. Kick up field, a little bit of traffic. Going to get tight for Joshua Roman Castro. The Rams able to knock it right back out. Here comes the push by Holmes. Holmes way upfield. Ethan Van Cleve going to race his way to the corner. Tries to turn on it, knocked around. This is going to be a tough play. Skinner right there with it. He'll center back to the middle. Samuel Wilson. Over to Gibson. He'll go near sideline here to Landon Smithhart. Rams get that one a little too far back. I think Gibson kicked it too far, a little bit farther than he thought. Ethan Kiomala to recover, and the defenders will bring it up for the Rams. But quickly jumped in front of. Here comes a good opportunity for Abarca. Abarca tries to go to the far side. Mendez shot on goal, bounced up and saved. Samer Arafa. Excuse me. Samer Arafa with another great save for the freshman. Boy, Mendez has had two really good chances there and has just come short. But he's getting the chances. 22:40 to go here in the first. We're knotted at 0. Both teams have gotten pretty good looks, but nothing to show for. Long kick downfield. Arafa is there to recover if need be in the goal. Roman Castro to the far corner, and it's kicked out, and I believe we're going to get a corner kick. Throw in, excuse me. Hard to see from over here in the press box. A couple substitutions checking in for Dowling. Josiah Crowder and Drew Dunlap will both check in for the Maroons, and checking out is Bayani Neri and Enrico Sartori Fernandez.
25.
Long throw in. Bounces. Defended. Oh, a little bit of a whiff.
Crowder, number 14.
And because of the whiff, we're going to get a corner kick. So now things get interesting. On the way, picked right up. Here come the Rams back the other way. Whole lot of speed coming downfield by Josh Wilson. He'll circle back around to Sam Wilson. I'm going to assume a brotherly connection because they look quite alike, but possibly just distant family. Wilson up the near sideline. He'll try to turn on it, gets it around one. Nice job, though, clearing it by John Foth. Out of bounds, Dowling will take it back. No, it'll be Southeast Polk, excuse me. Smithart had it. They try to center. Dowling's right there, though. Good job by Gradell to kick it out. Rams did a good job of getting it at least in the middle to give themselves a chance. Caden Pratt there for a second. Dowling back the other way. Mendez up ahead. Mendez shot on goal again. That time it drops in. Jonathan Mendez, Class 4A leading 13th goal on the season, gives Dowling the 1-0 lead over Southeast Polk. Take a look at the replay. A perfect pass upfield. And Mendez, even with someone right there, sneaks it right past the right bar and gives Dowling Catholic a 1-0 lead with 20:26 to go here in the first period.
Number 10, Hoover, 24.
Mendez had 3-4 shots on goal tonight and had just missed. You were wondering when it was finally going to sneak in there. And sure enough, third time's the charm for Jonathan Mendez. And the Rams now trail 1-0, trying to get their offense rolling. They've had a couple chances as well. Jude Skinner and Gavin Holmes have been a really nice 1-2 punch on the offensive front. And Dowling will throw in. Owen Smearage will get it into his defender, John Foth. Foth works far sideline to Fabian Leon. Gradell back line to Foth. Rams staying aggressive here on offense. 1-0 feels a lot different than 0-0. And against the number 4 team in the state, anything more than 1-0 could feel like a way bigger deficit than it even seems. Gradell goes back to the far sideline. No real rush. Leon gets it upfield. He misses his target intended for Josiah Crowder. Skinner was there for a second. Dowling corrals it. They'll go right back to the goalie, Diego Maris. Kick to the center, knocked around. Southeast Polk has it. They'll go back over to Smithart.
Number 19, Carter Van Elsen in for the Rams. 19, Van Elsen.
18:45 to go here in the first. Maroons on top, 1-0. Mares in the goal, kicks it right back out. Both goalies been pretty busy tonight. Not insanely busy, but it's definitely keeping them on their toes. Long kick downfield. Here goes Mendez again. He's got wheels. Mendez with the right leg fires in the goal again. 14 goals this season for Jonathan Mendez, and he's got 2 on the evening to give Dowling Catholic the 2-0 lead. I mean, this is all part of the downfield pass and the trust of Mendez to just, boom, sneak it right past. And how about Jonathan Mendez, just a sophomore. 2 goals tonight, 14 on the season, leads Class 4A. How about that? We were wondering when the gates were open. He had a couple shots on goal and just missed. And what some of the by the reaction of the crowd, they were like rare misses. But really impressive play.
Henry Abarca, his second assist.
Henry Abarca with the assist. And they say second assist. And I'm seeing if they're talking about tonight. No, yeah, they're talking about tonight. So Abarca, that's 6 assists for him on the season. So a good connection tonight, Abarca and Mendez. Long kick. Far side for Southeast Polk. Knocked around and out of bounds, and the Rams give it right back to the Maroons. And I think they're going to try to re-throw in here. Fabian Leon will be the one to throw in there. Or a couple substitutions, excuse me. Jonathan Mendez will check out of the ball game. He will take a little bow or a little bit of a handshake there for his efforts. 2 goals in this first half for him. Gradell kicks it right back to Owen Smearage. Smearage gets upfield. And when Mendez is not on the field, it's not an advantage to Southeast Polk, but it definitely has to force Dowling to make a couple more players step up offensively. But defensively, Dowling has also been very solid. Here's Skinner. Got near the far side. It's going to be out, and is it going to be enough for a corner kick? They're thinking no, it's going to be a goal kick. And Dowling catches a break. And Mars will throw or kick out. – 2-0 lead for the Maroons, 16-19 to go here in the first. Far sideline here. Leon gets it over to the middle. And Dowling here, especially with Mendez out, you wonder if they'll try to really extend on offense. Josh Wilson over to the far side. They'll battle for it. And it will roll out. Let's see who they give it to. I think it's going to be Southeast Polk on a throw-in. And it is. I thought maybe they'd get him for a corner kick to no avail.
Darren
Litweiler will check in. Pete Green will check in for Southeast Polk. Rams making a couple substitutions here, trying to climb back into this one. Jude Skinner will check out for the Rams. 4 goals on the season for Jude. Leads the team. Good save on the back line by Dowling. They'll come racing up the near side. Enrico Sartori Fernandez has it here for the Maroons. He'll try to go to the far side. It's picked up and out of bounds, and Dowling will throw right back in. Matthew Hoover, I believe, is over there on that far side. Gradell working his way up the field, hands it over to Abarca. Quickly jumping in front, though, is Josh Wilson. Wilson gets a leg a little too close in there, and it will be Dowling ball. Free kick here for Dowling Catholic. Trying to get everyone set up here. 13:54 to go. Kick is on the way by Smearage. That'll go in the center and drop. Long kick back the other way. Picked up. Quick head. Gradell back up to the defender. Hoover. Actually, Leon over there. Hoover's on the far side. Leon was there in the defending spot. Dowling keeping everything ahead of them. Southeast Polk had a couple early looks in terms of shots on goal, but have not been able to get back to that. And then Jonathan Mendez happened and didn't blow this game open, but sure did take the life out of the Rams. There's a quick header, knocked around. This is going to be a tough play. It's saved last second. I think might have been Jose Lopez, maybe, or if Constapon was back in the ball game. Let's see. Yeah, it was. So Hunter Constapon, who went down with a shin injury, was the one to save that, as Arafa was not able to get back in time, and I mean barely got back in time.
Ian Gradell, number 7.
Couple more substitutions. Raymond Molina checks out for Dowling Catholic, along with Henry Abarca. Joshua Rowan Castro in as well. I didn't catch a couple of the others. I think Kevin Kopik. Kevin Kopik is in the game.
Number 6.
Josh Wilson was in there trying to grab the ball free. Gavin Holmes has it on that far side. Rams trying to put together a good offensive possession here. Again, Holmes and Skinner had a good 1-2 punch run in there in the first couple minutes, but have not been able to replicate that. Skinner is on the bench currently. 12 minutes to go here in the first period. Dowling Catholic leads Southeast Polk 2-0 off 2 Jonathan Mendez goals to extend his season to 14 goals total. Rams trying to go back to the center. A little bit of a collision. Grudell comes and saves the day up the middle. He'll go far sideline to Drew Dunlap. Dunlap works his way to the far corner. He'll turn on it. A little too far. They'll try to go back with it, and it hits the top of the net out of bounds. Goal kick coming Southeast Polk's way. One thing's for sure, Dowling is staying aggressive. And actually, it's going to be a corner kick, so they're going to say it was last touched by the Rams, so a corner kick is on the way for Ian Gradell, the junior.
Ian Gradell with the corner kick for the Maroons.
So here we go for Ian Gradell, trying to extend the lead here. Actually, Gradell will not be taking the kick. So they were going to sub. Gradell was supposed to be on the bench. So actually, Enrico Sartori Fernandez will be taking the goal, or will be taking the corner kick, and Ian Gradell will come to the bench.
Enrico Sartori Fernandez with the corner kick for the Maroons.
He's laughing about it with his head coach. There's the corner kick on the way. Quick header, just missed. And I mean just missed. It looked like Owen Smearage, I believe he was the one that got his head on it and just hit the bar. Coach Teeling talking with his players on the bench for Dowling Catholic. An impressive 6-1 start to the season, only loss coming to number 2nd ranked Johnston. Ten minutes to go here in the first half. Maroons on top. Southeast Polk trying to avoid going to 500 on the year, a 5-4 record for the Rams. They are coming off a win against Urbandale, 3-2. Two wins in the last 5 games, Urbandale and Knoxville. Kick over to this far side, or near side, excuse me. Owen Smearage works his way back to the center. Kevin Kopik. Fernandez upfield. This is going to be a tough play, and over to get it is Rafa. Rafa's been busy tonight. He's had a couple really good saves. Has given up those 2 goals, but giving up 2 goals to arguably one of the better players in the state, and especially here in Class 4A. Got a trip on Bayani Neri. Free kick coming Southeast Polk's way. This is a good spot here for Josh Wilson. Depends on how they want to line this up. Again, Jude Skinner not on the field here. Great header in the middle by John Foth. Foth was able to save that one. Rams will try again. That one goes long. It will run to the corner, and Dowling will get the ball right back. I'd say an impressive first showing here in the first half by Dowling Catholic. Started a little slow, strung a couple goals together. Andrew Schumacher checks out. Going into the game is Andrew Schumacher checks in. Josiah Crowder checks out. Long kick downfield, Kevin Kopik. Upfield, the big chance here. Schumacher going to have to turn with his right, tries to center it. Good defense. They'll go back over to the middle. Fernandez, shot on goal, misses to the left, and out of bounds. Corner kick on the way here. So we will have a corner kick on the way here. And I believe they're going to have Jonathan Mendez, who is checking back in. He will be the one to kick the corner kick. Mendez is currently probably only thinking hat trick. I feel like that's on his mind here. He's got 2 goals tonight, looking for 3. On the way, a little long, knocked up in the air, and I think they're going to get another one. Nope, they will not. I'm going to say it was last touched by the Maroons, and Southeast Polk catches a break. I could have sworn that was out on Dowling, or out on Southeast Polk, but with Mendez back in the game, that's a whole other factor that Southeast Polk now has to think about, because Mendez here on this near side, he just kind of sat there in the middle and just waited for the ball to go his way, and he's just so fast, he gives you a big advantage when getting downfield. Dowling fans, don't forget, make sure to check back in with us here on CISN this Thursday at 7:15 as Dowling Catholic takes on Waukee in girls soccer. Maroons, both boys and girls, having a great season. Starts to their soccer seasons. Here come the Rams, looking to go back the other way. That is spoiled by John Foth. He spoiled the party and kicked it way up in the air. Mendez had it for his second. Litweiler got it over to a speedy Logan Gibson. Gibson kicks right back, and we got a player on the ground. I believe that's Bayani Neri. He hops right back up. It'll be a free kick here for Dowling Catholic with 5:33 to go here in the first period. Kopik for a second. Knocked back away by Southeast Polk. And quickly jumped in front of is Gavin Holmes. A little bit of space upcoming here for the Rams. Nope, not in time though. Boy, Wilson staying very aggressive. Just couldn't get there. Mares was able to kick it out, but how about the effort by Josh Wilson? Kopik gets it taken away. I don't think he was looking. Luckily, is saved by Foth. Foth has done a really good job in the defending side. Mendez works his way all the way across to the other side of the field. Picked up by Matthew Hoover. Hoover centers. Mendez is there. He'll try with the left foot, and it goes! Jonathan Mendez, a hat trick for number 22. 3 goals on the night for the Dowling Catholic Maroon. I mean, that's about as simple as you can get it. Hoover knocks it right back to the center, and then he just lines it up. Perfect left foot. And I honestly think Arafa was thinking Mendez was going to go back with his right, because that's what he's been dominant with all evening, but the sophomore comes right back, and he's got himself a first-half hat trick. 15 goals on the season now. Already came in leading Class 4A. And I'm going to check. He's got to be close to putting himself up there in just the state. And he's still got a little bit ways to go. You want to know a crazy stat? Marion's Jackson Kirsch has 38 goals scored this season. Take that as you will. Mendez has been very impressive in Class 4A, that's for sure. But Jackson Kirsch of Marion, 38 goals this season. Mendez was looking on his assisting skills there. Almost got that one upfield. Next closest is 21 by Gesser Gutierrez of Greene County and 21 by Drew Robinson of Nevada. 38 goals, that's pretty insane. But he leads Class 4A. That one is sky high. Will drop back down to the ground. We'll go back to the defending line. 3:40 to go here in the first half. And Dowling with a 3-0 lead. It'd be interesting to see how they're going to go about this second half. The Rams have had good offensive sets. They've gotten the ball downfield, a couple shots on goal. Definitely haven't been as many as Dowling has, but really Jonathan Mendez has been the only goal taker for the Maroons so far, and he's going to get another chance here. Mendez upfield. He'll have another chance with the left. Can't quite sneak it in. Just barely caught it on the right side. And we're going to have a couple substitutions here for Southeast Polk. Number 21, Sawyer Smithhart will check in, and number 13, Charlie Hintz will check in. Boy, Mendez, he had a good look, and it's pretty much the same exact plays that Southeast Polk is doing to get the ball downfield. Or, excuse me, Dowling Catholic is. You just kind of get it upfield. If you get Mendez a good enough pass, he's so fast, he's going to have a shot at the goal. It's whether he just makes it or not. That time just snuck it right. A little too far. Under 2.5 to go here in the first half. Diego Mara, the kicker, or the goalie, will take it back. He'll kick it right back up front to John Foth. Foth skies that thing down the field. And centered back. Rams trying to scrape by here, get a goal possibly before the end of the half, and they're going to have a good chance here. Pete Green up the near sideline. Kicked out. It'll be a throw-in for the Rams. I think Southeast Folks had one goal kick tonight, or one corner kick, excuse me. Got to give yourself a couple more chances here. That one's going to roll and right into Mara's lap. And he'll run this out and send it back. 1.5 minutes, 1.5 to go in this first half. A very impressive first half by Dowling Catholic and Jonathan Mendez. Long kick. Quickly picked up and stopped. Sartori Fernandez in the middle of that scrum. They'll go right back to the defensive line of Southeast Polk, and they'll go near side here to Smithhart. And Smithhart knocks it out. Dowling wants to run all the way downfield. Schumacher has it for a second. Can he get it back to the center? Yes, he can. And that one airmailed. Fernandez goes far sideline, and it will go out. So the touch line not fair to Dowling Catholic there. Under a minute to go in the first. Far sideline there for Southeast Polk. Charlie Hintz. That one's knocked out. Should remain Southeast Polk ball, and it does. Tough contact between both players, and it will be a free kick coming Dowling's way. I believe that was number 6, Kevin Kopic. Shot on goal goes high and wide.
That's the end of the first.
That will do it for the end of the first half. Dowling Catholic, a 3-0 lead, all thanks to that man right there, Jonathan Mendez, the sophomore, with a hat trick. He's got all 3 goals for Dowling Catholic. We will take a break. We'll be back after a quick commercial break. You're watching the Central Iowa Sports Network.
Setting sales records at the all-new DeArmond Ford Indianola. Many new Fords in stock and arriving daily. The hard-to-find Bronco and Bronco Sports are in stock and have up to $500 accessory bonus cash. The best-selling truck in America, the F-150, get 3.9% APR for 60 months, plus $1,000 bonus cash, plus $1,000 accessory bonus cash. All this is happening now at DeArmond Ford Indianola. DeArmondFord.com, family-owned, family values.
I'm off to college. Oh, rats!
Hi, Joe the Car Guy with a reminder. Before you send your kids off to school, set up an appointment with Westside Auto. We check everything from tires to belts, fluids, hoses, wipers, and lights. 44 inspection points to help prevent that oh rats moment for your students. Call us today to set up your appointment. We'll have your kids off to school saying,
For the best, head west.
Westside Auto.
We all love a good win, however small or ordinary. Losing track of time, finding yourself with a few extra dollars in your pocket, soaking up the perfect Iowa day. These are the everyday delights and small victories that make us smile. These are the moments that connect us all as Iowans. And these are the moments that, more often than not, start with Iowa's farm families and the corn they're growing. Because when corn grows Iowa, Iowans win.
Ever have one of those awkward moments when a business disappointed you? You got ripped off? Didn't get what you expected? The Better Business Bureau can help you avoid these uncomfortable situations. BBB accredited businesses are honest, ethical, and reviewed annually by the BBB. Don't experience another awkward moment with a bad business. Trust the ones that operate with integrity. Look for the BBB seal. It's the sign of a better business. And find a better business anytime at bbb.org.
Hi, this is Chris from Fireplace Superstore, and you've probably noticed there's shortages on most everything in the market today. Well, Heat and Glow has helped us out this year, and they are focusing their energy on their gas fireplace inserts. So if you've got a drafty old wood-burning fireplace and you want to get it retrofitted into a beautiful, high-efficient gas fireplace, come see us. We will have product to sell you.
Heat and Glow gas fireplace insert from Fireplace Superstore. 109th and Douglas at Urbandale, just west of Homemaker.
Welcome back to the Central Iowa Sports Network. Dowling Catholic on top of Southeast Polk 3-0 at your halftime break. Number 4th ranked Maroons cruising so far. The big story of the half, Jonathan Mendez came into tonight leading Class 4A in goals with 12. Well, he has extended that to 15. A hat trick in the first half by the sophomore has been the talk of the town so far. Here's the first one. Mendez gets it on a nice little assist here, lines it up, and knocked up in the air, or actually that was a save. Randy says, that's my bad. Well, we can highlight the save, though. That was a really nice job by Samar Arafa. Arafa's been busy trying to keep Mendez out of the goal. He had a couple early stops in the match, but here's the first one, and this is pretty much what it's been all night. That one, right past the right bar, snuck past Arafa. Mendez' first goal on the night to give Dowling a 1-0 lead. On to the second goal here in a second, and it's pretty much the same exact thing. Here's a long pass upfield, and Mendez using his speed upfield, right leg, boom, hits the back left corner. So Arafa, in his mind, is thinking, all right, well, he's hit the right corner, he's hit the left corner, both with his right foot. You know, he feel pretty confident about that. Well, go a little bit later here in the half. This one on the far sideline. This time it's Hoover. Gets it over to the center. And Mendez, he's used his right foot all night. Nope, he's going to use his left leg that time. And that time he's going to put it in the right back corner. Really no stopping him as Arafa got fooled again. So it is a 3-0 lead for Dowling Catholic over Southeast Polk. Jonathan Mendez has been on a tear, to put it politely. He has played an absolutely incredible game. Southeast Polk has had a couple good chances. Jude Skinner, and Gavin Holmes have been really good trying to get it upfield for Southeast Polk. Going to have to make a couple adjustments here as they head to the second half. Dowling Catholic on top of Southeast Polk 3-0. We'll be back for your second half of action. You're watching boys soccer, high school boys soccer, on the Central Iowa Sports Network.
75 years, Holt service trucks have hit the streets of central Iowa to help customers in need. It might be for plumbing, heating, cooling, a water heater, or the usual repairs and maintenance. We've done that with quality work from quality employees who bring passion and personality to the job. That's the Holt difference. It gives me great pride to see how our company has grown from the seeds of success my grandfather planted in 1947. That's why more and more Central Iowans are saying, let Holt handle that.
Mornings. They can be hectic.
Let's go!
So can your car. So to get a free pickup, drop-off, or delivery, head over to Honest Wrenches. And their loaner vehicles?
No extra charge.
Find your peace of mind with even more wonderful services.
Every vehicle that comes in gets a full visual inspection and a 5-year, 50,000-mile warranty. No extra charge.
Head on over to Honest Wrenches. No extra charge, and it's how service should be.
We all love a good win, however small or ordinary. Losing track of time, finding yourself with a few extra dollars in your pocket, soaking up the perfect Iowa day. These are the everyday delights and small victories that make us smile. These are the moments that connect us all as Iowans. And these are the moments that, more often than not, start with Iowa's farm families and the corn they're growing. Because when corn grows Iowa, Iowans win.
Our spring sales event is going on now at DeArmond Automotive Knoxville. All new 2022s will be sold this month. Up to $5,000 off new 2022 Challenger 392 Scat Packs. Up to $15,000 off new 2022 Ram 1500 Badlanders. Save big now on all remaining new 2022s. All new Chevy, GMC, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram on sale now at DeArmond Automotive Knoxville. DeArmondAuto.com.
We are so much more
than an energy company.
We are connectors,
community protectors,
and clean energy leaders.
We are
job creators,
friends and neighbors, stewards of your dollars and savings. Yes, we
are so much more.
We are the energy
behind your everyday,
and we are
obsessively,
relentlessly
at your service.
For 75 years, Holt service trucks have hit the streets of central Iowa to help customers in need. It might be for plumbing, heating, cooling, a water heater, or the usual repairs and maintenance. We've done that with quality work from quality employees who bring passion and personality to the job. That's the Holt difference. It gives me great pride to see how our company has grown from the seeds of success my grandfather planted in 1947. That's why more and more Central Iowans are saying, let Holt handle that.
Welcome back on the Central Iowa Sports Network. Blake Walker with you here. Boys High School soccer on tap tonight here at Dowling Catholic High School. The Maroons lead the Rams 3-0. Jonathan Mendez with a solid start to the evening. A hat trick for the sophomore to give him a 3-0 start with his Maroons. A couple score updates for you. On the boys' side, Johnston leads Ankeny Centennial 1-0 at halftime late in the first. Northwest on top of Ankeny 3-0. And on the girls' side, Northwest taking on Ankeny, a big top 10 matchup. Northwest leads 1-0 over Ankeny on the girls' side. Valley leads over Ames 2-0. So really, really cool showing here so far by Dowling Catholic. The Maroons over the Rams. As we are just about set to get going here, about a minute left here in the halftime break. I was trying to think, Randy, my producer, sitting next to me. I texted Randy a couple weeks ago. I had a friend that went to Southeast Polk High School. I had never known that the Rams nickname was based off of the town names around Southeast Polk. I had never known that. What is it? Rumsley, Altoona, Mitchellville, and I can't remember what the other one was, what the S is. But I was last week years old when I learned that, and I was stunned by that information. And I'm sure everybody that's listening is like, are you stupid? That it's always been that. But I did not know that. I think I just questioned. I'm like, Rams, there's not a lot of Rams in the state. And they were like, yeah, it's actually the names of the I'm like, what? So there's your fun fact of the day if you never do that. I'm sure everybody knows that, and I'm just oblivious to it. But really cool thing that I learned about mascots in the state of Iowa. So anyway, that's your fact of the day, or fact of the evening. We're about to get going here in the second half. Dowling Catholic on top of Southeast Polk 3-0. I'm interested to see how the Maroons go about this second half. You know, you got your 3-0 lead. Obviously, Mendez has been hot, and they bring out all the starters, obviously. So we'll see how this goes in this second half here. Still a lot of soccer to be played. 40 minutes put on the clock. Don't forget, we'll be back Thursday night at 7:15 for more soccer from Dowling Catholic High School. It is the Maroons of Dowling Catholic taking on the Waukee Warriors. It's been a pretty good day here in the Metro. Let's see, what are we sitting at here weather-wise? Currently sitting at 53 degrees. Got to 61 today. It's going to get a little cooler as the night goes on. Forecast looks very, very good for the rest of the week. Thursday night, high of 69, so should be a good day to go and watch some soccer. Friday looks like a little bit of rain, but other than that, pretty good week here in the state of Iowa after a unseasonably cold week last week. We're off and running here in the second half. Dowling Catholic on top 3-0 over Southeast Polk. The Rams will try to scrape away a goal here. We obviously switch sides of the field. I'd say Dowling definitely beat Southeast Polk handedly in the time of possession in terms of who was on which side of the field more. And the Rams at the beginning were really coming out firing, but then as the half went on, they just could not seem to get to the other side. And it was all Dowling Catholic just getting chance after chance. But granted, most of Dowling's shots and goals came on long passes ahead to Jonathan Mendez. So if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So far, Mendez quickly had it there in the middle, and the Rams get it right back up the field. Gradell back to Mendez. Santori Fernandez gets upfield. That's Schumacher. Schumacher trying to turn it. This is going to be a tough call. What are they going to call it? They're going to call it out, and it will be Dowling with a goal kick. Long pass, downfield, picked up. Gradell, they'll work it around the defensive back line. Randy, did we get confirmation on that last name? Or the name of the Ram? My dad texted me, he said Swan. He thought maybe Swan. Okay, so it is Swan. I've never heard of Swan, so. I know Runnels and whatever, and Altoona and Mitchellville, but the more you know. Southeast Polk High School excited to get going for softball this season. Brand new softball field. Looks beautiful. New football field in the fall. We at CIML started calling Southeast Polk games about midway through the year last year toward the playoffs, and have kept going ever since. So we're excited to get out there and call some football for the two-time defending state champions, along with a softball team that made it to state last season. A lot to look forward to this spring into the summer into the fall. It moves so quickly. This Dowling offense has been moving very quickly. They're taking their time a little bit here, though. No reason really to rush with a 3-0 lead here. Far sideline picked up by Pete Green. Back to the center for Sartori Fernandez. Barca. Barca's got 2 assists tonight. 6 total on the season. Ooh, nice back and forth. Gradell going back and forth. Gradell played most of the first half in the defender position. Has since worked his way up to about a middle field position. Rams trying to hang on defensively. A little rocky here on this near side. Jacob Luna, I believe, is the one over here. He gets that one out. Here come the Rams. Near side, Fisher. Haven't called his name a lot tonight. He'll go right back to the center. Good play up to Smithart, Sawyer Smithart. Ooh, but Dowling knocks it right back away, and Foth tried to sky it. Good heads-up defense, literally over there by Southeast Polk. Guarded Carter Van Elsen. And out of bounds, it looks like Dowling will throw in. Dowling trying to go to 7-1 on the season. Only loss coming to number 2 Johnston. And that was a 4-1 loss. The Dragons are good. Very, very, very good. Cedar Rapids Kennedy currently the number 1 team in the state. Waukee Northwest is up near the top. I know Ames is up there. Centennial is ranked 10th. Centennial was losing last time we checked against Johnston. A lot of CIML teams, and then throw in a couple Eastern and Western Iowa teams. Obviously, it was a Western Iowa team that won the whole thing last year. Council Bluffs Abraham Lincoln got the win at the state tournament last year. Just over 5 minutes gone here in the second half. Rams get it downfield, just a little too far out in front. A couple of the passes have been off tonight for Southeast Polk. They've had a couple good ones, don't get me wrong, but a couple whiffs have just kind of cost them a little bit. Good crowd on hand here tonight. A little bit cooler temperatures does not stop Dowling fans. Mendez. Far side, working his way through traffic. And I thought he might get out with it, did not. They'll go back to the center. And here come the Maroons. Upfield, Mendez. Look out. Chance with his left. Nope, he goes back center. No one was there. Good job, though, by Jacob Luna to clear it. Mendez went right back to the center. Thought maybe someone would be there. Nobody was there. He wasn't going to be able to make it on his own. To the back line to Fabian Leon. Rams trying to set back up here on offense. Van Elsen had it for a second. They'll go far sideline here. Pete Green's over there on that far line for Southeast Polk. Near the touch line. They'll go back center, kicked out. Let's see who they call it out on. They're going to give it to Southeast Polk. Luna will throw in. Rams haven't had a shot on goal in a while. That time a little bit of a lazy pass. Mendez was there in the middle to break it up. A couple guys hit the ground. Rams will set back up here on offense. No rush whatsoever. Far sideline, upfield, knocked away by Landon Smithart, keeping it in for the Rams. And it will be touched out. Looks like it's going to go to Southeast Polk. They waited on that one. See, wanted to get the correct call. Substitution in for Southeast Polk, Ethan Van Cleve.
Number 10 in for the Rams.
Will check in, and number 19, Carter Van Elsen, will check out. One thing about tonight, there has really been no wind at all, which is crazy for the state of Iowa because it's windy almost every single day at this point. But no wind to affect anyone this evening, which has honestly helped Dowling in a way with their long passes downfield to Jonathan Mendez. Here come the Maroons. Andrew Schumacher up this near side. He'll work his way to the middle. Possible shot on goal. Abarca knocked around. It's going to be close. Shot on goal is good. I don't think he got it. They waved it off. I think. I don't know. It really looked like it dropped in. I'm not sure who would have gotten the goal if Abarca was able to recover in time. I thought it did go in if we have a replay on it. No, it did not. Can we get a replay on that? Let's take a look here. Your CISN replay. So Abarca goes center, picked up. Man, I don't know. I mean, all it has to do is cross that line, that white line, but I guess not enough. Or are they going to give him the goal? Yes, it is a goal. I could have swore they called it no goal, but they ended up giving it to Dowling. All right, so it is a goal. Can I see? Let's see. Let's look at it one more time here. Let's see if we can pick out.
Goal by Enrico.
Well, so, I mean, it looks like Henry Abarca, maybe.
4-0 Maroons.
I don't know. It bounced off the goalie. It just kind of dropped in. So, either way, it's a Dowling Catholic goal. Unconventional, 4-0 lead for the Maroons. A lot of confusion there. At first, the ref called it no goal, and then... No. Nobody really knows who scored that goal. Yeah, we think Henry Abarca. But I couldn't tell you. It was too close to call. Rams with a chance here. They tried to center. Good clear out by Dowling, and an even better clear out by Bayani Neri. Mendez picked it up, and now Dowling's got numbers. Mendez racing along the far sideline. Near the touch line, not going to get it. He'll go center. And the Rams able to clear it right back out. Ah, there is another missed pass, though. That's hurt him a little bit. Just under 30 to go here in the second half, excuse me. Dowling trying to extend the lead. Long pass downfield. Abarca, can he get there? Going to be close to no avail, and it will be Southeast Polk ball.
Number 2.
Thought maybe they would give him a corner kick there if it touched, but no, it did not. And Arafa will kick it out from the goal position. .29 to go. Arafa with the kick to sail this thing downfield. It'll bounce. And Dowling will have position. Battle for the ball on the far touch line. They'll go back to the center. Ooh, nice back and forth, but just missed by Roman Castro. Had a chance there. Just slipped past him. 4-0 advantage for Dowling. Closing in on 12 minutes gone by here in the second. Abarca, excuse me. Had it for a second. They'll go all the way downfield. That one's way too far, and Southeast Polk will take it. Southeast Polk has yet to really get a shot on goal here. Mendez upfield. Offsides. That time, a little too far ahead. Yeah, I don't think Southeast Polk has had a shot on goal this half yet. It's been a very good defensive half, to say the least, for Dowling Catholic. Soccer tonight here on CISN, soccer on Thursday. Dowling Catholic will be right back here at Dowling Catholic High School as the girls will host Waukee. Busy week here in the capital city of Des Moines. Drake Relays take off tomorrow. A lot of the colleges take off tomorrow, and then high school starts on Friday and Saturday. And I know for a fact there are Dowling Catholic athletes and Southeast Polk athletes competing at the Drake Relays this weekend. Hoping the weather is nice. Friday does not look fun. Saturday looks like it will clear up. So tough conditions on Friday for these athletes, but always a fun week. There's a shot that misses to the left. Dowling will get the ball right back.
Dowling Catholic's fourth goal officially scored by Enrico Sartori Fernandez.
So we're getting confirmation from the booth. Enrico Sartori Fernandez is the one with the goal for Dowling Catholic. I think they had a player and or a assistant coach come up and confirm that. So the junior Enrico Sartori Fernandez is credited with the goal that gave Dowling Catholic the 4-0 lead. The goal that didn't feel like a goal, but it was a goal that they eventually gave to the Maroons. Trying to tack on a couple more. They'll go far side here to Dominic Lozano. Southeast Polk will get it off the out, and they'll throw it right back in. Litweiler came in a little bit in the first half, starting to make a difference here. Long pass downfield. Mendez going to be erased for the corner, out of bounds. Dowling gets a good spot here for a throw-in. I believe we're going to get a couple substitutions. Yes, we will.
Josiah
Kevin
Crowder,
Kopic checks
14.
in. Josiah Crowder checks in for Dowling Catholic.
Kevin Kopic, number 6, back in for the Maroons.
Under 25 to go here in the second half. All Dowling Catholic in this one. Also a goalie change as well. And I believe Hudson Porter is in at goalie for Dowling. 2 goals against, 9 saves. That's an 81.8 save percentage on the year. So hasn't had a lot of goals go his way, but when he does, he's making the most of it. Mendez to Fernandez. Caught up. Back to the center to Gradell. And the Rams clear it. Leon centers. Dowling trying to add on a couple more here. Abarca. He tries to go back out, and the Rams want to run this time. Finally, they get a breakaway. Charlie Fisher in the middle. He'll kick it all the way downfield. And that one cleared out. Leon was there.
Number 16, Freddie Alvarado Solis in for the Maroons. Solis.
Throw in here by Dowling. Long kick back the other way. Header on the far side by Landon Smithhart. A lot of goals, or a lot of time to make up here for Southeast Polk. Trying to at least get one across the board. And they've shown a couple flashes here in the last couple minutes. Here they go. Luna over. Smithhart just missed it off his leg. Or excuse me, Logan Gibson that was. Just couldn't get the right footing on it. And shanks it off his foot. It will go wide. And Dowling with the kick. 22.5 to go here in this one. It's all Maroons. Jonathan Mendez with 3 out of the 4 goals tonight has been the star, as we expected him to be. Came in leading Class 4A in goals with 12, and he has just added on to that total. Here he is here on this far touchline. Kick it right over to the far side. They'll try to center it. It's going to get tight. Southeast Polk trying to clear. They can't do it, and a good save. Heck of an effort, though, by Josiah Crowder to try and turn on it. Good save, though, by Arafa. It has really turned into a great night here in the Metro. Nice, cool night. Just enough for a jacket. Long kick downfield. Dowling's able to knock that one right back out. Owen Smearage. Gibson gets it taken away by Gradell. Back to Gradell. Dowling's got a good shot here. They'll go far side. This is Crowder. Almost gets it knocked away. Back to Mendez. And the Rams are able to escape. Ooh, tough trip over on that far side. No call. I assume he just tripped on his own leg. Mendez working on a couple defenders. Dowling taking their time here, just trying to set things up. Fernandez, he gets knocked down. Gradell, oh, gets it taken away. Big save here by Southeast Polk, and they're going to have numbers coming back the other way. Not, though, if Fabian Leon had anything to say about it. Upfield all the way down for Charlie Hintz. Hintz is going to have a shot. Shot on goal is no good. What a save by the backup goalie Hudson Porter. Well, there was only 2 goals against Porter all season long, and he had saved 9 of them. 80-some% save percentage, and woo, barely got that right arm on it. There will be a corner kick, though, for Southeast Polk, but how about the effort to make the play? So the Rams will try for, I think, just their second corner kick of the night on the way. Good header in the middle by Dowling. That was Kevin Kopik using his size to get up top. Out of bounds. It will be Southeast Polk ball. Out of bounds. It will be back to Dowling. Couple substitutions. Number 24, Matthew Hoover, check in. 25, Drew Dunlap is in for the Maroons. Enrico Sartori Fernandez checks out, along with Ian Gradell will check out as well. 18:54 to go here in the match. All Dowling here tonight. Number 4 Dowling leads Southeast Polk 4-0. Jonathan Mendez also checks out. I would assume they would be done for the night in total. The Rams trying to get a score across the board here. They had a good chance there. Good one downfield, saved on the back of the head of Ethan Kiamala. Probably didn't even intend to do that, but he did, and it worked out. Near side, out of bounds, though. Off the touchline, it will go to Dowling. Jacob Luna had a chance there. Number 18, Ethan April, the sophomore, will check in. Like I said earlier, there is 1 senior on this entire Dowling Catholic roster, and it is the goalie, Diego Maris. So, Dowling's good, but just imagine them next year. A lot of seniors will hit across the board next year, but still, how about the luck that they've drawn this year with their class? Center. Crowder had a chance, got it knocked away. Crowder wants that next goal. He had that chance there and just missed it. There's a good step in between by Ethan April. Off the touchline, it'll be Southeast Polk ball. But a couple good chances there. I tell you, Arafa has been busy tonight in the goal for Southeast Polk. And one thing I have noticed, Jude Skinner has not been in the match pretty much at all here in the second half. So he checked out with a little bit to go in the first, and I thought it was just normal substitution, but it looks like he's got his jacket on now, so I assume he is dealing with some sort of injury. So we hope that he's all right, but I believe he is out because of injury for the rest of this match. So hope he's okay. Had a couple good chances in the first half, just couldn't quite get him across. Dowling at this point just kind of milking this one out. Well, actually, I do see Jude over there. He just took his jacket off, so he might be trying to come in. "16 minutes to go here in this one. Dowling Catholic on top of Southeast Polk, 4-0. Blake Walker with you here this evening on the Central Iowa Sports Network. I want to thank everyone for watching. Great night for soccer on the pitch here in Metro Central Iowa. There's a trip. Southeast Polk will get a kick here. Jacob Luna will be the one to kick this for the Rams. Header, ooh, it's going to be tough, and just hopping on top of it. Hudson Porter again. Good heads-up play there. Porter, a junior, so if everything works out, he might be the starting goalie next season, once Morris graduates. He's been busy tonight. Just been back there not very long here in the second half. Long kick downfield. This is going to be a tough play, but racing back to save it is the speedy senior of Ethan Kiamala. Got there just in time. Matthew Hoover, I think, was hustling over there on that far sideline. It was either him or Crowder. Crowder up ahead. Ooh, cleared out last second by Luna. Boy, Isaiah Crowder has had a couple chances tonight, and he has just missed them. More like the luck has just not been on his side. April bringing it up the near side. Rams have definitely evened out possession in this half, at least, it feels like. Good opportunity upfield, Charlie Fisher. Back to the center, back over to Luna. Out of my viewing sight, they'll go to the corner, turns on it. And cleared for the time being. Shot on goal attempt. Drops right into the lap of Hudson Porter. I think that was Darren Lipweiler who had the shot on goal, and yes, it was. No avail there. A gimme, if you will, for Hudson Porter there. 13:25 to go here in this one. Fight for the ball in the middle. They'll go center to Kevin Kopic. Kopic slows things down, works it back over to Freddie Oliverado Solis. And April will have it here back at the 30. Dominic Lozano out of. Waukee falls to Urbandale. Falls to Urbandale 0-1. Waukee moves to 3-4 on the season. That's from boys soccer. Girls soccer update. Waukee Northwest, or that's boys tennis. I'm looking at. I was like 11-0. Well, if you wanted to know, Waukee Northwest beat Ankeny girls or Ankeny tennis 11-0. I was gonna say, I'm like 11-0. I don't even think you can do that. Mercy rule is 10. So it happens when Randy keeps his Twitter feed open too long. Southeast Polk trying to snag a quick goal here before we wrap this one up. Dowling looking to move to 7-1 on the season. New rankings come out every Sunday. If I'm not mistaken, I think Dowling was the #1 team, if I'm correct. At one point, yeah. Yeah, Dowling was #1 at one point. Obviously, Johnston very good. Cedar Rapids Kennedy very good. Dowling's last 5 games. Wins over Ames, who is a top 10 team. Prairie, who I think is a top 10 team. Johnston is the loss, and then a win over Ankeny and Des Moines and Roosevelt. Meanwhile, Southeast Polk losses to Waukee, Waukee Northwest, and Ankeny wins over Knoxville and Urbandale. Southeast Polk looking to run here. Jude Skinner is back in the ballgame. He gets it over to the far side. Ooh, nice slide tackle by Joshua Roman Castro to at least get that one out. Somehow stayed in the touchline. Crowder upfield. It's going to be a speed race to the corner, and that one's kicked out, but it's going to be a good spot here. Samuel Wilson. Waukee Northwest girls over Ankeny, 2-0 late in the second half. That's a battle between 2 top 5 teams, if I'm not mistaken. So crucial soccer in the CIML on the girls' side as well, not just the boys' side. Dowling will throw in on the far side. Dowling also, scoring means a lot. They scored 4 against Ames and 4 against Ankeny, so will score more than 4 in 3 out of their last 5 games. This is a hotter offense that you do not want to mess with. Also, Jonathan Mendez has just been phenomenal. I mean, when he's on the field, you have to stay accounted for and know where he's at all times. Bit of contact there. Southeast Polk possibly wanted a whistle. This one's going to be knocked ahead. Crowder, far side. He's going to have a chance. Shot on goal is good. Well, he had flirted with it all night long, but he finally gets it to go. Josiah Crowder, the sophomore, knocks in a 5-0 lead for Dowling Catholic. Just like Mendez, 3rd time's the charm. How about the speed? Look at this. Gets right upfield, gets around 1, sets it right up, sneaks it right past Arafa, the goalie. And the Maroons putting the finishing touches on this one. A 5-0 lead for Dowling Catholic. Very impressive. So Southeast Polk will get it back here. 9:26 to go here in the match. All Dowling Catholic tonight. Dowling came in with a less shot on goal percentage than Southeast Polk. They've taken advantage of the shots on goal when it's counted. Crowder once again working his way in. That one far side just misses to the right. Isaiah was looking for his 6th goal, or the sixth goal of the evening. 38.6% shot on goal percentage for Dowling Catholic and just 45% for Southeast Polk. So almost half the time that Southeast Polk is shooting, they're scoring. That's been the big difference tonight. Also, Dowling's save percentage only at 69%, while Southeast Polk is at 80. Granted, the more saves, technically not as good, but still. You got to appreciate a good goalie when you can see him, and Arafa has been busy tonight. Southeast Polk with the chance here, and they're actually going to blow the whistle, so this will be I believe we're going to get a penalty kick here for Southeast Polk. There was a trip, and yes, they will. So Josh Wilson looks like he'll be the one to kick it here.
Henry Abarca, number 4, back in for the Maroons.
Henry Abarca checks back in, checking out his Owen Smearage. Abarca will run on to the pitch.
Straight kick by number 11.
So,
Josh Wilson for the Maroons.
kick will be on the way here by Josh Wilson, the captain senior, with 8:09 to go here in the match. Rams looking to get their first goal of the evening. Wilson's kick is on the way, drops right into the lap of Hudson Porter. Boy, Hudson checked in, and he has been busy. He's almost stopped more goals than Diego did when he was in the first half. As Dowling will look to tick down the rest of this clock. Line drive kick that the Rams are able to corral. Another shot on goal attempt just misses. Charlie Hintz got his right leg in there. Talented freshman for Southeast Polk. He'll be one to watch over the next couple seasons. Porter's been impressive. It's good to know for Dowling and Coach Teeling when you have two really good goalies that can get the job done. That goes a long way. If one goes down, you can at least trust the other to be next man up. And I think we've seen that tonight for how Hudson has played. Hintz trying to get it back to the center. It's kind of been how Southeast Polk has gone tonight. Just a couple missed opportunities, just a couple whiffs. Just don't set them up right. Kevin Kopic upfield. Shot goes wide. Good save. I think that was Landon Smithart who got a leg on that one on the far sideline. Six and a half to go here in this one. Dowling Catholic on top 5-0 over Southeast Polk. Don't forget, we will be back here Thursday night at 7:15 for the girls' side. Dowling Catholic takes on Waukee. Talented Dowling Catholic offense who loves to score a lot of goals. Gets a tough Waukee team that won't go down easy, that is for sure. The Maroons will move to 7-1 on the season. And as of now, will hold pretty much intact with that number 4 ranking that they have. Southeast Polk will drop to 5-5 on the year. But close games for Southeast Polk. That's also been a big difference. 4 out of their last 5 games have been decided by 1 goal. So that tells you all you need to know. If you can win the close games, you could be in a really better shot. And that's something that they'll definitely turn on. I mean, if you're losing and or winning by just 1 goal, you're right there. It's just kind of improving those as you go. Tonight has obviously just not been the Rams' night. But a lot of upside for Southeast Polk, that is for sure. April kicks that one out. 5 minutes to go. Couple of substitutions in for Southeast Polk. Number 19, Carter Van Elson, along with number 24, Logan Gibson. Gibson, a sophomore. Van Elson is a senior. Quite a few seniors on this team. Josh Wilson, a captain. He's a senior. Jude Skinner, though, is a junior for Southeast Polk. The leading goal getter for the Rams with 4. Obviously has been goalless tonight. Skinner checks out along with Josh Wilson, so both captains hit the bench for Southeast Polk. Corner kick, high, away. I don't think anybody got a head on it. It'll go back to the center. Knocked right back out. I think Hoover was there. And there's a sky of a kick that will sail over the goal. Southeast Polk looking for a couple more opportunities here to snag one goal before this thing finishes up. Litweiler tries to fire with his right, misses to the left. Under 3.5 to go. Still early in the season, but Dowling Catholic playing really good soccer when it matters. Obviously have one of the top stars in the class with Jonathan Mendez, who tonight is going to finish with a hat trick. Isaiah Crowder with the goal, and Enrico Sartori Fernandez with the goal as well. Fernandez, that's his 4th goal of the season. I believe that is Crowder's first. Either way, very impressive tonight by the Maroons. Dowling trying to get this one away, picked up quickly. Long kick over to this near line. Out of bounds. It'll be Southeast Polk ball. Long throw in there by number 21, Sawyer Smithhart. Sawyer misses the header. Instead, it's headed back by Litweiler. Going to have a stoppage of play. It looked like Hintz got checked in the shin. A little bit of a limp there. Heavy limp, actually. And he'll go down to the ground. Yeah, Hintz got checked in the shin. Tried to stand up. Couldn't quite get anything on it. With 1:41 left, we got a stoppage for an injury. And he'll stand up and helped off pretty much trying to walk on his own power here. Gavin Holmes checks in. Litweiler, and then it looks like Caden Platt will be the one to try the kick. On the way, it's got a good turn, but headed up in the air. Great job by Dowling Catholic. I think that was Kevin Kopic in there. April clears it from the back line. Spencer Gaukel had it for a second upfield. It will roll out. Gaukel center goes far side, picked up. Landon Smithhart. And it will roll out. One minute to go here on the pitch tonight. Gaukel.
Under a minute remaining.
Hands back. They'll go far side. Dowling might try to score again. Turns on it and misses wide. That was number 11, John Mitchell, the junior. Had a chance there. It has been all Dowling Catholic tonight. It was a 3-0 lead at the break thanks to Jonathan Mendez. Jonathan Mendez with his hat trick of a first half. And that was pretty much all she wrote from there as Dowling Catholic was able to cruise the rest of the way. And we'll move to 7-1 on the season. Southeast Polk will fall to 5-4. Dominic Lozano almost took off one of the bench players' heads. as he kicked that one out of bounds. 4 seconds to go, and that is it. Dowling Catholic defeats Southeast Polk 5-0 is your final score. A hat trick of a night by Jonathan Mendez. 3 goals, all in the first half. He extends his season goal total to 15. That still leads Class 4A as of right now. Other goals tonight, Enrico Sartori Fernandez with the goal, and another goal by Isaiah Crowder as well for the Maroons. It's a final 5-0. Dowling Catholic defeats Southeast Polk. The 4th-ranked Maroons move to 7-1 on the season. Southeast Polk will drop to 5-5. That will do it for us here at Dowling Catholic High School. Shout out AJ on the camera. Randy here producing. I'm Blake Walker. Thanks, everyone, for watching the Central Iowa Sports Network. We'll see you guys Thursday.